The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The unexamined life is not worth living. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. To find yourself, think for yourself. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. He who is not content with what he has would not be content with what he would like to have. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer because you can't hold on to it forever. Your mind is your predicament. It wants to be free of change, free of pain, free of obligations of life and death. But change is law, and no amount of pretending will alter that reality. The children now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for elders and love chatter in place of exercise. Children are now tyrants, not the servants of their household. They no longer rise when elders enter the room. They contradict their parents, chatter before company, gobble up dainties at the table, cross their legs, and tyrannize their teachers. Sometimes you put walls up, not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Know thyself. Let him who would move the world first move himself. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. The only good is knowledge. The only evil is ignorance. The hour of departure has arrived, and we go our separate ways. I to die, and you to live. Which of these two is better, only God knows. Do not do to others what angers you, if done to you by others. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. The hottest love has the coldest end. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. To fear death, gentlemen, is no other than to think oneself wise when one is not, to think one knows what one does not know. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man, yet men fear it as if they knew that it is the greatest of evils. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. The really important thing is not to live, but to live well. And to live well meant, along with more enjoyable things in life, to live according to your principles. Those who are hardest to love need it the most. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth and every other good thing which men have comes from virtue. Not life, but good life is to be chiefly valued. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. When you want wisdom and insight as badly as you want to breathe, it is then you shall have it. Intelligent individuals learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. The stupid already have all the answers. And therefore, if the head and the body are to be well, you must begin by curing the soul. That is the first and essential thing. And the care of the soul, my dear youth, has to be effected by the use of certain charms, and these charms are fair words, and by them temperance is implanted in the soul, and where temperance comes and stays, there health is speedily imparted, not only to the head, but to the whole body. One who is injured ought not to return the injury, for on no account can it be right to do an injustice, and it is not right to return an injury or to do evil to any man, however much we have suffered from him. Are you not ashamed of caring so much for the making of money and for fame and prestige, when you neither think nor care about wisdom and truth and the improvement of your soul? My plainness of speech makes them hate me, and what is their hatred but a proof that I am speaking the truth? One day, the old wise Socrates walks down the streets when all of a sudden a man runs up to him. "Socrates, I have to tell you something about your friend who—" "Hold up," Socrates interrupts him. "About the story you are about to tell me. Did you put it through the 3 sieves?" "3 sieves?" the man asks. "What 3 sieves?" "Let's try it," Socrates says. "The first sieve is the one of truth. Did you examine what you are about to tell me, if it is true?" Socrates asked. "Well, no, I just overheard it," the man says. "Ah, well then, have you used the second sieve, the sieve of good?" Socrates asks. "Is it something good what you are about to tell me?" No, on the contrary," the man answers. The wise man says, "Let's use the third sieve then. Is it necessary to tell me what you are so excited about?" "No, not necessary," the man says. "Well," Socrates says with a smile, "if the story you are about to tell me isn't true, good, or necessary, just forget it and don't bother me with it." He is not only idle who does nothing, but he is idle who might be better employed. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. It is a disgrace to grow old through sheer carelessness, before seeing what manner of man you may become by developing your bodily strength and beauty to their highest limit. As to marriage or celibacy, let a man take which course he will be sure to repent. Remember, no human condition is ever permanent. Then you will not be overjoyed in good fortune, nor too sorrowful in misfortune. Mankind is made of two kinds of people: wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. A man who really fights for justice must lead a private, not a public life, if he is to survive for even a short time. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. Each individual can only do one thing well. He can't do lots of things. If he tries, he will be a jack of all trades and a master of none.